fellowship starts by 4. So I went to the fellowship with cane. I bought cane. We're like more than 100 of us. What you just watched is not a skit, is not a movie, it's an actual scene from a church, liberation going on. Like the pastor, prophetess, pastress, whatever she stands as, drinks from a bottle of Fanta and she would spit it on the faces of her congregation, and they would legitimately believe that maybe their life is going to turn sweet because that is the only explanation that I have. Tell me why in the 21st century people would actually do this. And the funny thing is that the absurdity that you see in this video is actually not uncommon. People do this on a day-to-day basis in Nigeria. I have my own personal experience, to be very, very honest with you. I have done something as crazy as this. I saw a video also on TikTok. I'm going to insert it here. They are dipping their machetes and knives into water, I'd assume holy water. So that what will happen exactly? Why?
Jesus. Jesus.
This video is actually not an attack on any organization or anybody or the people that are participating in the absurdity. I'll call it that. People that are participating in the absurdity that we've seen in the video is actually a video where we talk about the issues that we are facing as a country. Because if everything is okay with us, if the structure of this country is okay, some of the things that we see on a daily basis, we wouldn't see it. This type of Christianity, this particular type, mind you, I'm a Christian, I believe in God, and I am all out for Christianity and the love of Christ. But this type of Christianity that we've just seen, it does not in any way mirror what Christ wants for us. It is nowhere near scriptural. One thing we need to understand is that Nigeria is actually a country that is filled with poor people. And by poor people, I mean people that find it difficult to afford basic needs, necessities, people that find it difficult to live a decent life. The World Bank actually defines poverty as, or poor people, as people who cannot afford to live on at least $2 per day. So, having this in mind, I can tell you for free and with my own experience that most people that go to church, most poor people that go to church, don't go there for the love of Christ. They don't go there for the love of God. They go there strictly because they are seeking miracles. They want a turnaround testimony. They want a change of story. They want an encounter, something that's going to make everything okay for them. They want miracle alerts. These are the major reasons why these people go to church. They are seeking miracles. And somehow, in these churches, they are also made to believe that someone somehow from their father's compound or from their mother's compound is responsible for their issues. I am not saying that ancestral curses are not real, but why is it? Why is it in our own climb? Why is it in our own country that the ancestors have power? Why do they have so much power in our own country? These people are just seeking miracles. They don't serve God in truth and in spirit, because if you do, you'll be able to have discernment. And that brings me to number two. Number one is miracle seeking. Number two is lack of discernment. If you had discernment as a Christian, there is no reason anybody would toy with your faith like this. Why would you allow anybody to spit Fanta on your face? Why? I actually felt bad watching this video because why would you allow someone to toy with your faith? Another thing, the government. The government is always there. Anytime you mention problems, the government is always there. The Nigerian government is part of the issues that we're having. Because if you listen to some prayer points, These prayer points are literally things that the government should do for us. We are asking God what our president, what our politicians should do for us. If people, for instance, had good healthcare system, we wouldn't really have a lot of sudden death. We wouldn't have people die all of a sudden for illnesses that we can't explain. There's so many things. If the roads are good, we wouldn't have to pray so much about accidents. Of course, yes, accidents can happen anywhere at any time, but because of the poor state of our roads, it's too much. The accidents are too much. And then you see someone praying tirelessly for accidents. If we had good education system, people wouldn't be praying to get admission, or I want to travel abroad to study. Why? Because the educational system in Nigeria is so terrible. It is actually very, very terrible. If we generally had a better structure in this country, I'll tell you that prayer points are going to reduce drastically. With all this being said, I generally understand why people seek miracles, and I'm actually going to share my own experience because I am not left out of this foolishness. I remember going for a fellowship then back then. I used to attend this fellowship, and on a certain day after service, we were asked to come with canes, sticks for the next prayer meeting. So the next prayer meeting was on a Monday, and we came with Monday evening, I think 4 p.m. The fellowship starts by 4. So I went to the fellowship with cane. I bought cane. We're like more than 100 of us. So while the prayers were going on, you use your cane and be hitting it on the ground. They'll ask you to mention the name of the person or the person you believe to be tormenting your life or the person that is holding you under siege. You just keep hitting the cane on the ground. We'll be praying, saying all manner of things. And after everything, after the prayers were made, we were asked to take the cane to the road and then dump it on the road so that cars can speed over it. To tell you the truth, I was actually ashamed of myself because from where to where? How? How? You needed to see the tenacity, like the way we are just mentioning names. Who told you that person is after you? Who told you that person is after you? That is the problem that we are having. We keep seeking miracles to the point where we enter into the den of wolves and they capitalize on your vulnerability. They capitalize on your weakness. They capitalize on everything that they can lay hands on. And they'll tell you that, oh, there is a tree in your father's compound that is disturbing you. I remember then again, there's this pastor that used to come to our house then. He'll come, he will eat. Remember a particular day we called him over for family deliverance. We're supposed to go to the village for prayers. So he came to our house where we live in Enugu. So from there we take off and go to the village. So that day I will not forget we cooked soup. We cooked ora soup. After he finished eating, he also drank tea and bread. And after that, he was now gisting us that there is a tree in our father's compound. My dad was like, is there any village that does not have tree? Is there any compound that does not have tree in the village? Oh, it was like there's a tree in the father's compound, our father's compound that is disturbing us. Wait till we see what is going to happen. My dear, we went to the village. We're supposed to start our prayers by 12. Trust the person that has eaten how many wraps of fufu and also drank tea. He could not wake up by 12 for us to pray. He slept till around, I think, 4:30, most 5. Then we started praying, just normal morning devotions. And house that we've not been to in a very long time, a rat just came out, because of the noise and the clapping and everything. We started chasing the rat. He said, we should kill it. We should kill that rat. Like, is that rat? That, for God's sake, that house, nobody has been living, nobody is there. Like, we only traveled to the village December, so the house has been like empty. So what do you expect? There was a rat in the house. He was like, we should kill it. That's a monitoring spirit. This one, we ended up killing the rat. We burnt the rat. And he was like, yes, yes, that all our afflictions are over. After that, things remain the same. Nothing changed. I'm not saying this that there are no miracles. I'm not saying that there are no good pastors, but I'm saying that to a great extent, we are poisoning ourselves in the name of seeking miracles. Because truly, if we are seeking the face of God, we would understand that this is unscriptural. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be seeing you in my next one. Bye.